I got 3 tests tomorrow, and I'm cooked. But I'll be all right though. Um, this week has been interesting for me. I'm not really the best with reflecting on stuff. I don't know if I think about things. I don't know if I think about things too much than other people. Whenever I make a mistake in school, it's always feel like guilt or per se. Like like I should know this, but I don't. And, this year has been my best year academically, and still sometimes I made my mistakes. I made mistakes that I shouldn't have made. That made me look back and say like I should have known better. And um, when I was younger, I used to have a bad temper. I used to be really naive, and now I'm just. It's kind of like in the same thing, like bubbling in me, but I've never really shown it. Not saying like I don't. Not saying like I have a temper and you should be afraid of me. No, I'm just relaxed and chilled. In those categories, I'm normal, but when it comes to like conversations, I'm really just not good with them. That's the thing that sucks. Because it's you know when you have autism, you're told like that that you're just basically different. Your brain works in a different way, but I won't. I won't act like I won't act like somebody who like, oh, this is a superpower or something. It's not. It's not. And if you're somebody who thinks it's a superpower, good for you. But I genuinely don't. I genuinely don't think it's a superpower at all. Um, it just it's just interesting because you know I feel like I got ADHD too, AUDHD, whatever you want to call it, both of them. You know, I never really, I've had a fall with my dad before, um, and I was wrong sometimes. And I was wrong sometimes. I'll admit that. It's just he won't admit he's wrong. And I have been dealing with that since December 2020. And in March of 2025, he stopped picking me up to go to his place, and it's been like that for almost a year now. I've never been once into his place. I don't even know what it looks like. And and I've been wrong. And those whole times afterwards, you know, it screwed me up. It screwed me up mentally. The whole thing screwed me up. Especially during the summer. And my dad, he lives in a different city. And I got homesick because I really liked that city. The lake. They had just built like a treehouse or something. It was really cool. I just missed it really, and I was like bored. And like find out with the boredom at home, it's just draining. Honestly, it's just draining. And I found, he withheld stuff from me, which was big part of it. And ever since I got my actual stuff back, I felt like I felt like I'm at peace now. Um, cause like 11th grade for me has had its really lows points. For the last 2 years were way worse compared, because now I have feeling better about myself wholeheartedly. I don't have a freaking I don't have a freaking argument that I have to do every night, and then go into school and not be able to talk to anybody, be called a robot in 8th grade or whatever, and then having somebody laugh at one of my friends because she asked if if he was friends with me and my other friend, and it's like middle school I sometimes look fondly of, but really for me it 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 really wasn't, honestly. And no, I wish it could be better, but I'm not resentful because I don't need to. Because blaming others for your own mistakes is like dumb, and it's like I'm not gonna feel resentment because I honestly understand why they think of me as a weirdo. Like, my teeth ain't good. I talk weird. I look. I'm not. I'm just gonna say I'm not the. I don't look that very good. That's how I'll just put it like that. And I'm not the best team player, especially for basketball. I'm not a good dribbler at all. I sometimes double dribble most of the time, but like, shit, man. It's been an interesting week, man, because Monday I got chewed off by the study hall teacher for not writing where I was going to because they had the aides looking for me. I deserved it. I deserved it. I froze up. I deserved it. I know I was wrong. I know that I was wrong in every aspect. But then the next day, this was the last this was the last this was the last study hall I had before signing out to have that I had to sign out for, so I actually joined the workout class and all that crap. It was like, say where you're going to, they might leave looking for you, and I just took it as hostile. Now maybe that's just me being too soft. Maybe that's me just taking it too seriously. Maybe that's whatever. But first of all, I'm not an idiot. Like I know I'm special or whatever. Which, I mean, special. Labeling kids with disabilities as special is one of the stupidest things that I've ever seen. But I understand it. You want to make these kids feel better about themselves. Then it's like, it's just funny. It's just really, really funny. Because we're not special at all. Like, we're not normal. Being, like, this is the thing, man. Like, don't call, like, I'm not special at all. Remove the social aspect of talking or whatever, and I'm pretty much a normal dude. But it's like it's like I'm not special. I mean, special. And here's the thing, man. You can. Here's the thing, special, special. We're gonna add quotations to that, kids. You made fun of all the time. I mean, I got laughed at. I got teased at. I've been. I even got pushed in elementary school one time. Like, crap, man. Like, I'm not gonna. No, I'm very happy that. I'm very happy that I got friends in almost at least every single class, because that just made the experience better for me. I'm cool with I'm cool with I believe all the teachers. I mean, to go from the last 2 years to this year is honestly a God-forsaken miracle, because I've just been doing well. I've just been doing the work. Um, I've just been doing it, and I've been getting through it. And I've just been doing well, just getting the A's and B's, and I tend to continue at that this year. Last year, when middle school was, the end of middle school sucked, man. I can't put into, I can't, I can't put into words how like frustrating my end of middle school was, because, like, it was back to normal, man. 7th grade, dude. Though there was ELA, though I met a really nice student teacher there who was starting to teach. Um, I was in hell. I was in hell. Like, I couldn't do math. Science, I think I was just in the middle of it. I believe I passed it. In history, I mean, it was history, so I definitely passed that. And then English, I think I did well in. It was just student teacher who would make my day, and she knows who she is. But then 8th grade happened, and it was just 8th grade was fine until the very end of it, and that left a sour taste in my mouth about the whole thing. And I don't want to get into specifics of it, but let's just say I didn't do well in one class. So, counselor takes me aside and says she'll talk to the teacher and we'll make modifications for you. And guess what happened? Nothing changed. Nothing changed whatsoever. I emailed her about it and got no response. And I got no response. And it's just me. It's just I've come to more peace about it. I used to be livid about it. Like, I was so upset. I was so mad. But I've come more to peace to it, because it is what it is. Then 9th grade happened, and I'll be honest with you. When I was going into high school, dude, I was scared to absolute death, dude. I was scared to absolute death. And honestly, 9th grade was a very, and I mean very, turbulent year for me. From the fights with my dad to all this new school stuff. Man, it was just a lot. It really was just a lot. I couldn't connect with people very well. Well, working, even though I liked the teacher, I freaking sucked in that class. And then, I finished that up. Then 10th grade happened, and it somehow got even worse, where I had strange people on the second period. Um, didn't work out very well. Didn't work out very well. Um, it just sucked. It just sucked. I'll just put it like that. Um, I mean, 11th grade happened, and now I'm just doing well. I made friends. I'm cool with people. Um, I've been doing well, and I'm proud of myself. And and I know I've been thinking deeply lately, and I know I'm talking deeply now. But um, if I could say one thing to my younger self, it would be, times are gonna get tough. Your dad, he's not gonna change. Your brother, your littlest brother, he's gonna turn into a psychopath. He's gonna start cussing all over the place. Your little brother's gonna get into Fortnite. You're gonna join that whole thing. He's gonna even try to get on your Netflix too. And you know, I know, and I know that right now it's not looking good. I know right now you are livid. I know right now you are angry, and you have every right to be angry. And here's the thing, dude. The next 2 years for you are really not gonna be good. They're gonna be rough. You're gonna have anxiety attacks. You're gonna have all of that crap. You're gonna have all the bad things you can imagine, except the burn, of course. But I know you don't think you'll see it. I know you don't think that you'll make it. I know that. I know that you've had terrible thoughts. I know that because of your fights, that you feel all types of emotion except happiness. And then, and I know that's screwing you up right now, that your grandma is telling you to act your age. And let me just tell you this: you're strong. And I know it may seem hard. I know that, and you may not have the most friends, you may not have the most popularity, you may not have the most of whatever, but you have your soul and you have your choices. And I know it's not going to look good. It's going to look bleak for a bit, but trust me, it'll get better. It's going to get better. And I'm proud of you for staying as long as you have. So keep going, man. I know you have. I know you don't see it yet, but there's a light in the tunnel. Damn, man. I needed that talk. I needed that deep, reflective talk. Might see my dad in the summer. I don't know yet. Hopefully this YouTube thing can be something. We'll see if it can be. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. I know I said that twice, but seriously, thank everybody who's ever watched one of my videos, been my friend, or who has ever been involved in my life in any certain way before. Because trust me, you've made me the man I am today. So, God bless. Thank you guys. And that's it. Thank y'all for everything. Bye.